Okay, I've been talking to y'all all this time. I'm sorry. Hey, everybody. My bad. I thought I was. My bad, y'all. What's up, everybody? Welcome, 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 and a happy Friday. If I haven't already spoken to you earlier today when I was live, please hit that like button as you come in. We getting ready to get this party started. My apologies, y'all. I was letting y'all know that we are 295 away from 10,000, and I thought I was talking to y'all and I wasn't. So, hi everybody. We can ready to go ahead and get this party started. So, listen, next week is the season finale, which we pretty much knew that the season finale was well on its way because um we know that they filmed the reunion, right? And usually once they film the reunion, we are right there. And on Tuesday, the Whether You Like It or Not panel will be doing a review of the reunion looks, child. The reunion looks. All right, let's go, y'all. I thought I had already put my thumbnail on here, but I did not. So I had to put my thumbnail. Okay. All right, everybody. What's up? Lemon Kush, Tan, Lock Queen, Corray, CC Free, Khadijah, Nap Queen. Oh, I already said Nap Queen. Cassia. What's up? Cindy, Verbre. Friday. Is this pre-recorded? Is what pre-recorded? What I say about Friday? Knowing how Bravo operates, the reunion trailer was more than likely come out Thursday. Yeah, the reunion, the trailer is definitely gonna be out by next Sunday. I'm sure. What's up, Montrez? What's up with Friday? What you saying about Friday? What I say about Friday? Yeah, I know sometimes I make mistakes. So tell me what I said about Friday. But this is not pre-recorded. This is live and in living color. I am here. I am here. All right, y'all. So look, this episode, the most exciting stuff they gave us in the previews. Candace put out a tweet today. Well, I don't know if it was today, but she put out a tweet saying, "Oh, I said happy Friday. I said that. Damn. I'm sorry. I guess I wanted to be Friday again. My bad, y'all. It's Sunday. Happy Sunday. I can't believe I said happy Friday. That's where the Friday. I was like, where did Friday come from? Ah, I'm sorry, y'all. Oh Lord, have mercy. Child. Anyway, Candace said in a tweet, she was like, "Stop giving away the good stuff. Stop leaking the good stuff." And I agree with her because the best part of this episode was the stuff that they leaked about Karen when Sharice got drunk, telling Karen's business, whether you believe it or not, and what we already kind of found out last week. But let's get into it anyway. Let's get into it anyway. So, CC Freak said, "Total filler. Listen, I ain't saying you wrong. I'm not saying you wrong. All right, so I had too many drinks. Child, I ain't even been drinking nothing. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I should have been drinking. I've been drinking water all day. I had some tea earlier today. When I had my breakfast, I had some tea, and I've been drinking water all day, child. Yeah, I know I'm trying to do my water and not drink. I haven't been drinking sodas. I've been doing really good about that. Anyway, let me get into this episode, child. So we start episode off. We are down at the Deja Vu Bridal. Did y'all catch the name of the store? It was Deja Vu Bridal. So y'all know what that mean, right? Y'all know what that mean, right? That's a fancy name for the thrift store bridal. That's the fancy name for the thrift store bridal. Now, let me be clear with y'all. I'm not saying that is no kind of read because I think that wedding dresses are way too expensive to wear for. You spend thousands and thousands of dollars on a dress you're only gonna wear once for like a couple of hours. So I ain't mad at Robin for saying I'm not about to sit here and spend all this money on a wedding dress for me to marry the same person the second time. I ain't mad at her. But let's just be clear about what we saw, okay? Let's just be clear about what we saw, okay? Now, let me just go ahead and get the dresses out the way before we get to the gossip. I loved the first dress. I loved that third dress. I hated the second dress, and that's probably the dress that Robin gonna buy, child. But I think, listen, my personal feelings about Robin aside, she looked beautiful in those dresses. Exactly, CC, freaky. Spend within your means. But she looked beautiful in those dresses. Okay. I'm here for it. Now, the one thing that bothered me is that she said she still hadn't told her mother. What? I need Robin, and I'm sure that Andy ain't gonna press her on it because he probably don't care that much. But I really, really don't understand what the issue is with the fact with you, and like you ain't even told your parents. I'm not understanding. Like, there's got to be a deeper reason than what she's telling us. Either that or she just totally lied about all of this just to build up a storyline, because it doesn't make sense to me. Why wouldn't you want, like, it's one thing to be like, I'm not inviting them, but to not even bring them. I mean, but to not even tell them, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. It's more to that story. Like I said, it's more to that story that just doesn't make sense to me. But I ain't about to sit here and dwell on it. That's her storyline for next season, new marriage, new drama. I don't know if I don't know if Robin coming back with all that stuff she got going on. I don't know. So anyway, child, there's that. I believe Karen about what? About what part? What you believe in Karen about? All right. So someone told me they were sick. Who's sick? Her parents? Hmm. I don't know. So while they're at the bridal shop, of course, Ashley, busybody, bone carrier Ashley had to bring back to Giselle and Robin what happened down to the last night in Mexico. Now listen, this story kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. We started off last week where they were drunk and they were just flashing each other, and Mia complimented Wendy on her vajayjay. Then Ashley told the story and they showed each other the vajayjay. Wendy showed Mia, Mia showed Wendy, and they left together, leaving that door wide open. And then by the end of the bachelorette party, they was kissing and touching. And Mia turned Wendy down because Mia said, "Well, I don't have your husband's permission, and you don't have my husband's permission. So we can't do nothing until the husbands are okay with it." Now I'm gonna say, first of all, we know Mia's a whole liar, so I just don't believe nothing Mia said. Okay, I can't. Mia, did y'all see how Mia was about to spin that? Child, I'm jumping ahead of myself. We'll get there. But Mia's just a whole liar. So I just can't believe nothing that Mia says. Do I think that the truth is somewhere in the middle? Sure. Do I think they showed each other their JJ's? Sure. Do I think Mia may have complimented Wendy's vajayjay? Maybe. Do I think Wendy complimented Mia's vajayjay? Maybe. Because they were drunk. Do I think there was any kissing and touching? I do not. Now, I know that Ashley confirmed that they touched, or somebody confirmed that they touched. But child, but I don't think it went no deeper than they were drunk. They flashed each other and was like, "Ooh, yours is pretty. Ooh, yours is pretty too." Like, I feel like that's about as far as it went, child. There's no defamation, Anna Alicia. You a defamation for what? That they kissed and touched? Well, they said it was a group kiss. I think Mia flipped the story. Yeah, I definitely think Mia put 20 on 10. I definitely think Mia put 20 on 10. But anyway, I'm sure they talked about they talked about this at the reunion, child. They cleared this up at the reunion. So I'm sure Wendy cleared Mia's ass on this whole situation. This came up at the reunion. Okay. Right. And Ashley be putting 20 on 10 too. Verbe, I said the same thing about child. Somebody got me in my comments talking about why Why does it have to be about color? I was like, girl, look, we joking, we playing, okay? When I said last week about I ain't know that black girls did the same thing that the white girls did when they got drunk. Child, I was joking, golly. But they do that. They get drunk and all of a sudden they flashing each other and they rubbing on each other and they popping each other on the butt and grinding on each other. That's just never how me and my friends partied. I don't know. I don't remember a time where I got drunk enough that me and my friends was twerking on each other and popping our butts. Like, I don't remember that ever happening. And I've had many a drunken night. I have had many a drunken night. I just don't remember that ever happening. But okay, moving on. So that's sort of what happened down to now. Giselle said, well, I'm gonna tell everybody that they had sex. I don't find that to be funny. I just don't find that to be funny. Again, I feel like it's a double standard, and I feel like we play down when we're talking about woman with woman. I don't think that's funny that you are going to now spread the rumor that the two of them had some sort of sexual intercourse. They are both married women, and Ashley told you that that's not what happened. Well, Ashley said that she doesn't know if that's what happened. And I just didn't think that was funny, right? Maybe I'm being a stick in the mud or whatever. And it would be different if she hadn't told people. But she literally told Robin that's what happened. So you weren't just saying it as a joke and you were playing. You did it. And I don't think it's funny. And again, it goes back to the whole Chris thing. And now you see how easily Giselle can just roll these lies off of her tongue. I just don't think it's funny. And again, if I'm being too much of a stick in the mud, then I'm being too much of a stick in the mud. But some things we can laugh and we can joke about. That for me isn't one of them. I just don't think it's funny. Giselle did admit that she would lie to make a story. She absolutely did. And that's what Mims was saying. Mims did a video about it. He's doing a whole like expose on Giselle. And he said that a couple of weeks ago. He played a clip of her in a podcast basically saying the same thing. Like, look, I know how to add the juice. I know what the producers want. I know how to do it. And I just don't think it's funny. Yet they didn't like what Karen said about Juan. Right, but see, that's that double standard. It's cool. It's cool for them to make comments about same sex, women on women, right? They don't see it the same way. Because you wouldn't, let's say it was Wendy and G drunk at the club. I'm not saying Wendy would do this, but I'm just saying, let's say it was Wendy and G drunk at the club. Maybe they got a little too close for comfort. I ain't going to go so far as to say she flashed him because I don't think she would flash him. But let's say they got a little too close for comfort. They were drinking and they left the club together. Would it be cool for Giselle to be running around telling people Wendy and G slept together in Mexico? But because it's two women, now it's jokes. It's not. Those are two still very married women. And even though Mia, and if you pay attention, even though Mia has said that her and G do bring other people into their bedroom, you heard that there's still rules to that. She said, I haven't gotten G's permission and you haven't gotten Eddie's permission. There's still rules to that shit. Just because y'all bring other people into y'all's relationship doesn't mean that automatically it's just open season. That ain't how this works. Anyway, moving on, child. I ain't gonna dwell on it. Right. And I agree. Cheating is cheating. I agree 100%, but they don't seem to feel that way, right? It's open season as far as they're concerned. So then we have I feel like, let me make sure, let me check my notes. I think that's all that really went down in that episode, child. Ashley gossiping, still haven't told mother. Wendy, Karen. Oh, the bachelorette party. Wendy and Karen are not invited. And again, I'm gonna have to call BS on this situation. I understand why you ain't inviting Karen. Karen cleared your ass down to Mexico and allegedly exposed Juan and his side chick. Okay, whether it's true or false, I still understand why you didn't invite Karen because we get it. But you gonna not invite Wendy because she laughed? Girl, you just don't like Wendy. It doesn't matter what Wendy does. It doesn't matter. You just don't like Wendy. And now you mad because you said, well, she laughed and I just didn't understand what she found was so funny. Girl, everybody at that table was laughing, man. Candace laughed. Candace was making faces. I don't understand why you mad at Wendy. So anyway, Wendy and Karen aren't invited to the bachelorette party, which I really don't think either one of them give a damn about. Okay. So we see Candace talking to Chris, and basically all Candace is doing is bringing Chris up to speed, and they're talking about her album release party, which is going to be the season finale. Next episode is going to be her album release, re-release, and video. Um, um, and the video release for Candace Deep Space Deluxe situation. That's really all they was talking about, child. I don't care. Well, we have Karen at the table with Wendy, and again, they're just sort of reiterating the whole situation that happened in Mexico, and Karen talking about how ridiculous it was for them to say that was her at the table. She said that was not her in that picture. Now, Karen, see this is why Karen make it so hard for me to ride for her, because I know I be riding for her. Y'all know I love the Grand Dame, and y'all know I be riding for the Grand Dame. But Karen, girl, that was probably you in that picture. And I'm going to tell you why it was probably you in that picture. You said it was you in that picture, Karen. You said that the man, you said, and y'all be careful because that is a married man. If it wasn't you in the picture, Karen, how you know who they was talking about? How you know the man was married, Karen, if it wasn't you in the picture? Just because they didn't show you the picture. When they said a guy in Washington football team gear in Las Vegas, you knew exactly who it was. Now, I'm not saying it was Blue Eyes. I'm not even saying it was somebody you were cheating with. I'm just saying you knew who it was. And it was probably you. Now, I be trying, Kern. I be trying. I be trying. But at the same time. So then Ashley calls, and all of a sudden, everybody's happy to hear from Ashley. When y'all become best friends with Ashley? That's how I know that last week, Karen was setting Ashley up to do exactly what Ashley did, because you're not even mad at her. You knew by telling Ashley that story about Juan Dixon and the girl in Georgetown, you knew exactly what Ashley was going to do, and Ashley did it. You set Ashley up to do exactly what she did because you're not mad at her. Because if you felt like you was telling Ashley something that you didn't want her to repeat, and she repeated it, you would be in your feelings. You would feel some kind of way. But the fact that you don't feel no kind of way about it, and you was like, "Hey, Ashley, girl," that's how I know you set her ass up. That's how I know you set her ass up. So, with that being said, um, that's when Ashley lets them know that they're not invited to the bachelorette party. Why Ashley always got to carry the bone? Ashley was like, well, I noticed that both of you all's names weren't on the text thread for Robin's bachelorette party. Girl, I mean, again, other than the fact that this is a produced TV show, I'm sure production got Ashley to call and say it. Like, I'm sure, let's be clear, I'm not stupid. But I'm just saying for the purposes of us having this conversation. Ashley, why it always got to be you? Why couldn't it have been Mia? Why couldn't it just been you found out about it later? Like, why it always got to be Ashley? Anyway. I agree. I ain't mad at Karen, but I told y'all last week Karen set that up. I said Karen knew exactly what Ashley messy ass was going to do. That's why she wasn't surprised when it came up at lunch last week, and that's why she wasn't mad at Ashley when she called down to the phone. So Karen didn't care. At least outwardly, Karen didn't care. But Wendy felt some kind of way about it. Y'all. Hold on. I think I'm having some. Am I good? But And Wendy had felt some kind of way about it because Wendy was like, now I thought me and Robin said we were good. We were moving forward. And I have not done or said anything to that woman. So why am I back persona non grata? Like, where did that happen? How did I get back on the list? Um, and Wendy, you're not gonna know until you watch this episode. Well, I mean, you probably know now. But girl, it was stupid. Karen, Robin just don't like you. They've decided that you are on the outside looking in, and they're gonna go out of their way to exclude you at every opportunity, and that's what they did. You think Karen was bothered? I don't. I really don't. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm gonna tell you why I don't think Karen really cares. Whatever Karen's reason is for not liking Sharice, again, I think it definitely goes deeper than what Karen told us. I think it has more to do. I don't think that this whole situation with her mother's funeral, I don't think that's the reason. I think that might be a reason why she's irritated with Sharice, but I don't think that's the reason why she ain't effing with Sharice, right? What I do feel like is I do think that she is absolutely over Robin and Giselle because they are capping so hard for Sharice. And I think that she's irritated with all of them. I don't think Karen is bothered. I really don't. I mean, other than the fact that some people just don't like being excluded because they don't like being excluded. But I don't think she's mad about it. I really don't. I don't think she's mad about not being invited. Now that's my opinion. I don't know. But it did bother Wendy. It did. It bothered Wendy. It did. Um, Wendy was doing too much with the hollering, and I do not know how she felt Robin was accepting her apology. And I did not know why she felt Robin was accepting her apology. Well, because that's the conversation they had at at um Candace's party. That was the conversation they had. They apologized and they were gonna move forward. So I do think that Wendy had a reasonable belief to think that Robin accept. I mean, she said it. Listen, let me tell you something. And maybe this is just the way I do in my life. If I don't accept your apology, I'm gonna tell you. Don't tell me you accept my apology if you don't accept my apology. We don't have to. It's cool. We move forward. Wendy was doing too much with the hollering, but I'm saying all of them reacted. I mean, maybe okay. Look, I don't know, but neither here nor there. I still don't think it was that serious for her to uninvite Robin. I mean, Wendy. But she still, but again, that just goes back to show that she still just ain't really effing with Wendy. She just not. She ain't effing with Wendy, and it is what it is. Um, so that's pretty much what happened at the lunch. Okay, that's pretty much what happened at the lunch, child. All right, let me look at my notes, make sure I covered everything. Mia, oh, okay, hold on. Candace and husband catching up. Karen Ashley tells not invited to the party. Okay, all right, I got it. That's how we cancers are. Yeah, I mean, if you apologize to me and I'm not ready to accept your apology, I'm gonna say to you, I appreciate you apologizing, but I'm good. Like I'm not ready. I'm not in the space to accept your apology. I'm not. And vice versa. If I apologize to you and you ain't ready to accept it, tell me. So then I know how to move. You see what I'm saying? But don't be sitting here acting like we good and we not good. I don't like that. I can deal with the truth. I ain't saying I like the I'm not saying I like the truth, but I can deal with the truth. That's what I'm saying. Wendy hollering is just her. She would have done it with anyone. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just think I don't know. But I feel like everybody at that table reacted. Candace made faces. She reacted. Everybody at that table reacted, except for Giselle. But everybody had a reaction. But again, Robin, you just don't want to F with Wendy. And it didn't Wendy could have sat there quietly and you would have still found a reason not to invite Wendy because you didn't want her there. And it's okay to say that. Just say, you know what? Even though Wendy apologized to me, I still don't really want to be around. I still don't want her at a celebration that is just for me. I still don't want her there. It's okay to say that. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, moving on, child. So we have Mia and Giselle. Giselle goes over to Mia's house so they can plan out this bachelorette party for Robin. And they ended up going to Empire. Now, I've never been to Empire, but I've been to Ozio's. that's right next door to Empire. When they got there, you saw a club right next there. I used to go to Ozio's all the time. Right in that little 2 to 3 block area, it's a couple of clubs that I used to go to all the time, child. Ozio's was one of them. Rendezvous was another one. Um, oh shoot, what's the name of that spot across the street from Rendezvous? Damn, now I can't think of the name of it. That was by it was on the tip of my tongue. Damn, I can't think of it, but that was my spot. Friday nights, that was it. And now I can't think of the name. I can't believe I can't think. I It keeps hitting every time I say I can't think of the name. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Neither here nor there, child. That was my little area right there. That was downtown DC, and that little area right there, because we would go from one to the other. We would hit Rendezvous first. That was our little pregame, and then we would head across the street to it, it's bothering me that I can't think of the name of the club. I'm gonna have to text somebody because it's irritating my soul now. Oh gosh, it's irritating my soul, y'all. Mm mm mm. Okay. Um, Wendy isn't kissing the green eyed booty, bandit's booty. That's the real problem. Child. I don't think Karen cares either way because she knows that it's a farce. Yeah, I just don't think Karen care like that. I honestly don't. I really don't. So the other thing was they talked about. So they decided they were gonna go to the strip club that served steak and lobster. Child, okay, we get it. Steak and lobster. Why they act like the? Why did they make such a big deal about steak and lobster? Like these women ain't never ate steak and lobster before. Like I need y'all to get it together. Anyway, um, so then of course Giselle had to bring up what happened in Mexico, and that's when Mia started putting 20 on 10. Because like I said, I don't believe nothing that came out of Mia's mouth. But that's when Mia said that she showed her, they showed each other, and that's when Mia was like she touched it, and that she wanted things to go a little further, but she told Wendy, "Nah, girl, because you haven't cleared it with Eddie, and I haven't cleared it with G, so we can't do nothing." Girl, I don't even think it went that deep. Like again, Wendy was drunk, so Wendy might have flirted or whatever, but I don't even think it went that deep. And I could be wrong. Look, I could be wrong. I don't know Wendy from a hole in the wall, child. I don't know Wendy. Me and Wendy ain't never hung out. And we ain't friends, but I just don't think it. I don't think it goes that deep. Damn, what is it? It's killing me. I don't remember. Me is such a liar. She should be sued for defamation of character. Chris and Wendy. You just trying to get y'all trying to Lord, y'all trying to get somebody sued, child. Y'all got to get somebody sued. And that is when Giselle and they showed us. I love the producers. The producer be blowing this stuff up all the time. That's when they showed us that Giselle did actually lie. Now, granted, it was just to Robin, but how do we know that Robin is the only person she told? How do we know that she wasn't on the phone gossiping with her girlfriends when the camera crews weren't there spreading this lie? Okay. And she sat there and said, I know it was a lie, and I said it. Like, I know it was a lie. Oh, Lord. If they really touched, more would have happened. Well, here's the thing. Giselle Giselle only said, now the person that could probably sue are the other friends. Hey, Natasha. Are probably the other friends that Ashley's friends. They the ones that just lied on him. But even then, I mean, that ain't like ain't nobody suing for that. If Giselle had said that Chris had done something to her in that room, that would be another conversation. But all Giselle said was that she felt uncomfortable. But she said that immediately that he left and that he didn't do nothing to her. He didn't make a pass. He didn't come on to her. She said, I just felt uncomfortable. can't nobody sue for that. So, well, I ain't gonna say you can't sue because I mean in this country you can sue for anything, but that would be a waste of money and time. Um, all right, let's see. So next we have, let's see, I said showing the JJ and touching. Okay, I think that's everything. All right. So now we get to the party bus. So we they were supposed to wear their best freakum gear, like back when they, back in the day when they were going to the club. Y'all, it seems like the Real Housewives franchise always wants to make it seem like the girls be doing it to each other like they did on Atlanta at the bachelorette party. It's tired. Right. Um, yeah, it's always something. It's always something. Y'all, let me say something. Now, Ashley and Mia wearing the same freaking bodysuit was cute. Do I think it was an accident? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I do not think they accidentally wore the same outfit. Um, Either that or they need to stop using the same stylist because I'm sick of these people having the same damn outfits. But I don't think it was an accident. But it was cute. It was cute. Giselle's outfit definitely was a body dress you wear to the club back in the day. Cool. Candace always looks cute. Candace, I like Candace's style. She always cute with that little body of hers, that little petite frame of hers. Okay, y'all, what the fuck did Robin have on? That Alexis Carrington, circa 1984 Dallas. I'm getting ready to get into a fight with Crystal Carrington dress. What in the hell, Robin? That's how you was dressing to the clubs. That's what you was wearing at the clubs back in the when you was in your 20s. Girl, what the hell was that? That first of all, lime green is not your color with your complexion, ma'am. I'm sorry, it's not. At least not that lime green. And then it was glittery and sparkly. And then them shoulder pads. What were those shoulder pads doing? Girl, who told you to wear that dress to your bachelorette party and to the script club? Girl, who told you that? I'm not even gonna talk about Sharice. Sharice always gets it wrong. I'm sorry. Sharice always gets it wrong. Sharice, and the sad thing is, Sharice be wearing expensive clothes. It don't be doing nothing for her. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Now, Sharice is in her feelings because Mia and Giselle planned this bachelorette party because she felt like it should be her place because she's known Robin longer, and it was her place to uh have the bachelorette party. Robin didn't go to her sorority party dressed like that. No, she didn't. Especially not no undergrad. You know she didn't. Girl, stop it. Leave Robin in her Easter dress alone. Sharice has the wrong stylist. She absolutely has the wrong stylist. She absolutely has the wrong stylist. Child, Sharice, girl, let it go. Let it go. It's not that deep. It's not that serious, and it's not that deep, girl. It's not. It's not. They didn't even really do. Let me say this. On the level of bachelorette parties, they had a good time. I can't even front. They had themselves a good time. They were drunk as hell. They went down to the script club. They was giving up the ones. They was drinking and eating good. They danced. They had a good time. Listen, they had a good time. What I didn't want was a tired ass We're gonna play games. We're gonna have male strippers. We're gonna have like I ain't want no tie, but that was fun. It really was. It was fun. Um, that's probably what she really did wear to the club. So, now while this is going on, they show Wendy doing her correspondence situation, and they show Kern um um making money. She said, I would much rather be making coins rather than down to, on the party bus. Now, she is coming out with her 4-wick candle. She said it was just for the holidays, so I guess it's not there anymore. But she said she might have it for. I'm gonna have to check the website and see if it's a 4-wick candle there. If it's a 4-wick candle there, I'm taking up a collection for one. Y'all know I have bought the 3-wick Ladom candle, which I cannot find now. I've only burned it like twice, so I know I have it somewhere in this house. I just don't know where I put it. It's probably in the back of my candle closet. Because yes, I do. I love candles that much that I have a candle closet. It's probably in a area in my closet where I put my candles. I don't have a whole closet, but it's probably in there, like in the back somewhere. Because I was like, as expensive as that damn candle was, I wasn't gonna burn it regularly. It was gonna be like a special occasion. But it does smell good. I ain't gonna front. It smells good, and y'all know I love me a 3-wick candle. But if the 3-wick candle was $70, I can only imagine what the 4-wick candle was. So I'm gonna take up a collection. If I find out it's there and how much it is, I'm taking up a collection just so y'all know. Just so y'all know. Um, yes. Um, so that's what happened. All right. So on the party bus, blah blah blah. Nothing really happened there. Let me make sure I get all my notes. Ashley, okay. Ashley, Mia, same outfit. Party bus. Sharice and her feelings. Okay, now here's where Mia added to the story. Now all of a sudden, her and Wendy were kissing. On the party bus, they went from touching to kissing. But then Ashley sort of cleaned it up and said, well, no, all four of us sort of kissed together, which I don't even know how that works. How do 4 people kiss at one time on the mouth? I don't understand how that works. What were y'all doing? What were y'all drinking? Y'all must have been drinking like that authentic Mexican tequila that somebody made in a still in their backyard. Cause I ain't never been that drunk. Again, I keep telling y'all I ain't never been that drunk. I ain't never been that drunk. I ain't never been that drunk. I'm just going to tell y'all that made me want to have a 4-way kiss with 3 other women. No, ma'am. I've never been that drunk. It's 108 people in the room. Shout out, you guys. If y'all could please hit the like button, I would really appreciate that. All right, Karen, 4-wick candle, Scrippers, and Robin. Now, Robin, either you were trolling us or the rumors are that they've been trying to say about you all these years are true, my love. Because you said that you don't have no problem with a little bit of ass and titty in your face. You said you don't have no problem going to the script club. You said you done been with Juan, you done been with your girlfriends, and that it don't bother you none. Now I said, Robin, you know they be calling you Robert. You know they be saying that you and Giselle are, scissor sisters. You know all of the rumors, okay? And let's be clear. Just because you like going to the script club don't make you gay. That ain't what I'm saying either. But what I am saying is you already know what the people say about you. So I feel like she was trolling the bloggers. Because as soon as she said it, all I knew was I said, ooh, Terrence is going to light her up. Terrence is going to light her up. That's all I was thinking. Terrence is going to light her up. Now, Robin, again, do I think that that automatically means that everything they've been saying about you is true? No, no, I don't. I'm not one of those people. Like, I do think you can go to the script club and have a good time and it don't mean nothing. I even don't have a problem if women get a lap dance from another woman. It happens. Shit happens. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't tripping off of that. But when you already know that that's what the word on the curb is, girl, stop playing. Oh, Alexander Diane Rogers is he gonna give it to her. They're gonna give it to her. That's all I'm gonna say. They're gonna give it to her. But girl, do you? You knew what you were doing. You ain't stupid. But she ain't mad at all. It was the at all for me. And you see the way she looked at the camera when she said it? I said, she trolling. She trolling. The way she looked at the camera when she said it, I said, she trolling. She know what she's doing. So, with that being said, the highlight of this whole situation, they had their steak and lobster, child. It was cute, whatever. But I'm really mad at the producers act like them women ain't never had steak and lobster before, but whatever, child. Sharice was clearly drunk. She was slurring her words and she was clearly drunk. Now, you can look at this two ways. You could say a drunk man's words are a sober man's thoughts and say, well, if Sharice said it, she was drunk, it must be true and she meant it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could look at it that way, or you could be like, she was drunk. She was just saying whatever she wanted to say to try to get at Karen. I don't know. But she said that the last time, she said that she hates the fact that Karen lies, that Karen just need to be honest about what her real reason, what her real issue is with her, and she don't understand what Karen's real issue is with her. Then she said that the last time she was down to the club was with Karen, and that Karen ended up having sex with some dude, a worker, in the closet. Now, we do know that Karen has a history. It has come up several times this season about Karen getting a DUI, Karen not being able to drive. That came up again tonight. That Karen, there was a time when she did have a driver because she could not drive herself places because she had a suspended license due to a DUI situation. But do I think that even at her drunkest, she was having sex in the bathroom with the worker at the club? I don't. Now, again, everybody believe what they want to believe, and I can't tell nobody what to believe, but I don't believe it. Do I believe that Karen has cheated on Ray? Yeah, I do. I do. I ain't gonna lie, I do. Do I think Ray has cheated on Karen? Probably. But do I think that Karen was throwing it back in the broom closet at the club with the bus boy? No, ma'am. I just don't. Not the grand dame. No. No, 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 no. I don't think so. I don't think so. Now, it does seem like Karen got a little reputation, though. It does sound like Karen got a reputation, and that does sound like that. But I just don't, again, I'm not saying that I don't think Karen has stepped out on Ray. That ain't what I'm saying. I'm not even saying that Karen ain't stepped out on Ray at the club. I'm not even, listen, let me say this. I'm not even going to say that Sharice's story ain't somewhat true. I'm going to say that I don't think Sharice's story is 100% true. Do I think that Karen might have met some dude down to the club one night while they was out together and Karen disappeared? Sure. I'm going to give you that. I'm going to give you that much of it. I'm going to give you that much of the story, Sharice. But the rest of it, no, ma'am. I can't do it. I can't do it. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Now, y'all believe it. Y'all can believe it if y'all want to. I just don't believe it. Now, do I believe that Karen might have been stepping out on Ray? Yes. Yes, I believe it could happen. I absolutely believe that Karen could be stepping out on Ray. I do. I do. I do. I do. Do I believe that part of the story? I don't. I don't. And again, Everybody believe what they want to believe. Everybody believe what they want to believe. Maybe it was years. Well, she said it was. She said that it was years ago. She said it's been. She's. I think she said it was since the show has been on. Because remember, by both of their admission, they weren't friends before the show. They didn't even know each other like that. So this is something that happened after. This is within the last 8 years. Because we're in season 7. If you take into account the hiatuses and when they not filming or whatever, the show's been on for about 8 years, 8 or 9 years, I guess, give or take. I don't have the exact year in front of me that the show came on, but let's say it's been on for 8 or 9 years. So let's just round it up to 10. So this was something within the last 10 years. Like I said, I believe that Karen could have stepped out on Ray. I could even believe that something happened the night of the club. I just don't believe that happened. Y'all see what I'm saying? I think Sharice is putting 20 on 10. I think Sharice is giving us about 60% of the story and she adding 40. That's all I'm saying. I believe it goes exactly how me and G described the situation of when men get older and they let their younger wives date. That's I'm not even gonna say that I don't believe that. I'm not even gonna say that I don't believe that Karen and Ray have an agreement. As long as you don't embarrass me and you don't bring nothing home, do you? And I'm not even gonna go so far as to say I don't believe that because I believe that it could have happened. Do I believe that there were some times in do I believe that there were times in Karen and Ray's marriage where things weren't the greatest and maybe they were kind of going through some hard times? Absolutely. Do I think that maybe they came up with an agreement because he was getting a little older and things weren't and Karen was still young? And yeah, I believe it. I do. I believe that, y'all. I do. I believe it could have happened. It premiered in 2016. Oh wow, it's been on. It's okay. So 2016, 4, 7. Okay, so it hasn't been as long. So we talking about, thank you, Xavier. So within the last 8 years, 7 to 8 years, I could see it. I definitely could see it. I definitely could see them hanging out. I could see it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but again, everybody, listen, these stories, we all can believe what we want to believe, what we choose to believe. And I'm not saying that, all I'm saying for me, I just choose to believe that about 60% of that story is true. That's just how I feel about it. I feel that way about most of these stories on the reality TV because they gotta sensationalize it. They gotta add to it. They gotta put 20 on 10. You know what I'm saying? They gotta put 20 on 10. But I don't disagree with what Mia said. Mia ain't wrong. Now Mia a liar. No, but what she said is right. A lot of times these men marry these younger women. And what Funky Dineva always say, you're going to pay on the front end or pay on the back. So it's all well and good when, he 40 and you 20, right? It's cool when he 40 and you 20. But when you 40 and he's 60, it's another conversation. But take Giselle and Robin out of the equation, you notice that none of the ladies were surprised. Right. That's what I said. There are stories. I believe that there's stories. Listen, I just said I believe that there's stories out there about Karen cheating. I just don't believe the story about Karen in the bathroom. I mean, I don't believe that story. But again, never know. You never know. Who cares? Sharice was in a marriage by herself for how many years? Not in a marriage by herself. Exactly. At least Ray does acknowledge Karen, whatever their agreement might be or arrangement might be. What's up, Jonathan? Karen, Ray still acknowledges Karen and he still spoils her. Karen's still living good. Okay. Karen is still living good. Anyway, y'all, let me get out of here. Y'all make sure y'all go check, head on over to Mims. And we are $2.95. Anybody who came in late. So if you are not subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit the like button. We are $2.95 away from hitting our goal of 10,000 subscribers, y'all. We should be able to do it in the month of February, y'all. We should be able to make this happen in Black History Month, okay? All right, y'all. I'm out. I will talk to y'all later. Mwah. Peace.